What's going on, guys? Zeta Black. Shout out to everyone that's tuning in. I want to talk about Jeannie Mai. Jeannie Mai is getting desperate because Jeezy has basically filed paperwork about trying to figure out a better custody arrangement because he feels like Jeannie Mai has been a gatekeeper of the child. I did a whole live stream on it. Y'all can check the live stream out. I'll put the link in the description box. And I spoke about what Jeezy was speaking on and other things. And since that became news, Jeannie Mai started to fight back by alluding to Jeezy being a cheater. Now, we all know that Jeezy had recently done a sit-down interview with Nia Long, and they discussed cheating. She was cheated on, and Jeezy said, you know what? I don't support cheating. I would never cheat. I'm not a cheater. Real N words, don't cheat. That's what Jeezy said. You see this news and all of a sudden you got all these people who want to go at Jeezy. I mean, not a lot, but you know, the your typical people who always go at black men. Y'all know who they are. But there were also people who saw this as nothing more than a tactic to try to stop Jeezy from following through with trying to figure a better custody arrangement out. Also, she wants to challenge the prenup. Jeannie Mai wants to challenge the prenup. She wants Jeezy's money. And she is saying that he's a cheater in order to get the prenup thrown out. That's one of her tactics, right? I told y'all this before, you know, this is probably, Jeezy breaking up with her was probably for the best, because it seems to me that Jeannie Mai she seems very sneaky to me. You know, you got Jeezy out here publicly stating that he never cheated. You know, cheating is a part of his new project, his new musical project. Now, he's saying he ain't cheating, but maybe somebody else is. If I was Jeannie Mai, an advisor, I would tell her not to push this because she might be the one in the marriage that was cheating. Because Jeezy is very publicly adamant that he wasn't cheating. That he wasn't cheating on her at all. He's doing these sit-down interviews with Nia Long to express how he feels about cheating. You think he'd be doing all this if he was out here cheating? Now, again, that can happen. I'm not going to say it doesn't. You know, people do weird things. But I do believe that Jeannie Mai is trying to get out of that prenup. Why? I have no idea. Why are you so desperate for this man's money? Now she's making these claims because she's losing. Not only is she going to be losing in court because she, you know, once the divorce goes through, she's not getting a dime of his money, but also she's losing in the court of public opinion. So when women lose in the court of public opinion, you know what they do? They make accusations about cheating or abuse, because that might be the next one. You know, if this whole he's cheating thing doesn't work out, I could totally see her going that route. But a lot of us see through it. Now, there are some people who don't see through it because they're forever going to see women as victims. Even though this woman is on her second failed marriage, right? So let's get into this. According to people, Jeannie Mai appeared to allege Jeezy was unfaithful in response to divorce filing as rapper denies infidelity. The television personality is sharing her side of the story amid her divorce and custody battle. Jeannie Mai Jenkins has appeared to respond to her ex-husband Jeezy asked the judge for a court hearing to set legal and physical custody rights of their daughter. In a new court documents filed in Fulton County, Georgia, on Thursday, obtained by People on Friday, the former Real host, who's 44, is alleging that her former spouse, who's 46, was unfaithful during their marriage, further complicating their ongoing legal proceedings. After stating that she is entitled to a divorce from her husband on the grounds that the marriage is irretrievably broken and that she does not wish to specify herein at the time in hope that this matter can be resolved without having to disclose such conduct publicly. The television personality seemingly claims that cheating may have been a factor in the split, which is funny because he divorced her. That's the funny thing about this. You're saying that he's the cheater, but you're getting divorced. How does that work? How does the situation work where the woman is getting divorced, but she's claiming the man was cheating? But that's what she's claiming. She's claiming that he did the cheating, but he's the one who, but you didn't file for divorce. He did. Mai Jenkins states that she and the put-on rapper entered into a prenuptial agreement on March 26, 2021. March 26, 2021. She adds that the court should enforce the terms of the prenup in the event that either party engages in relations, an emotional relationship, or an emotional or suggestive or a physically suggestive in communication with a third party via all forms of electronic communication, including but not limited to texting, sexting, FaceTiming, social media, or direct messages, shall result in a significant financial penalty upon the adulterous party as specified in said prenuptial agreement. A rep for Jeezy denied her accusations, telling people any claim of infidelity on Mr. Jenkins' behalf are 100% false. He has no further statements at this time. Because she's a liar, that's why. On Thursday, the Leave You Alone artist filed paperwork in Fulton County, Georgia, asking the judge to set a clear, defined, temporary, legal and physical custody rights in regards to his and Mai Jenkins' daughter, Monica. He said both parties had agreed upon a visitation schedule through the end of 2023. However, the situation has become increasingly less feasible over time. The lack of consistency, continuity, and stability inherently associated with such a haphazard and fluid parenting time schedule is stressful to child Monaco, and it has, as is unfortunately inevitable with all families in transition, create unnecessary tension and confusion regarding not only parenting time, but also in regards to each parent's role and rights when the child is in their respective custody. Jeezy also accused Mai Jenkins of acting as a gatekeeper when it comes to him exercising parenting time with Monaco. The rapper filed for divorce in September after 2 years of marriage. The decision to end this chapter in my life was not made impulsively and comes with a heavy heart, he shared in a statement in October. Despite this, my love and respect for Jeannie remains, and the time we spent together holds a cherished place in my heart. This is why he hasn't really divulged anything. This is why he hasn't gone hard at her. He could. Because you don't just wake up someday and divorce somebody just cause. You divorce them because you feel like you have absolutely no choice. And maybe Jeezy in this situation feels like he has absolutely no choice because he realized he married a woman that he shouldn't have married. You know? But all you have to do is look at how her first marriage ended. It didn't end on an amicable. It didn't end the most amicable way. I don't even think her and her ex-husband get along with each other at all. That doesn't mean they have to, but you have to be careful with the women that you marry. Okay, she is a divorcee. She failed at marriage once. She'll fail at it again. And that's exactly what happened here. And that's why Jeezy really didn't have any other choice but to divorce her. Because what was he gaining staying in that marriage? The man had only been married to her for 2 years and they were already going to counseling. They were already going to counseling. He had issues with her having her mother around. Probably because her and her mother would speak in their native tongue And, and he probably didn't like that. He didn't like the fact that maybe her mother being around was challenging his authority as the man of the house. Because at the end of the day, she moved in with him. Okay? And women got to understand, when you move into a place with a man, he's not going to like you trying to belittle him, disrespect him in his own home. And I think Jeannie should have understood that before she went through with this marriage, because it was very clear to me that this woman wasn't ready to get into a marriage maybe just yet. And it was proven to be right. But for her to file in court and act like Jeezy was cheating on her, it reeks of desperation. It really does. She's trying to respond because she's worried about what the court of public opinion is saying. Because a lot of people are on Jeezy's side. Maybe even people close to her on Jeezy's side. And it's bothering her. It's eating her up that there are so many people who are on his side. And him doing that interview with Neil Long definitely pulled people more so in his direction than hers. Jeezy has handled this situation 100% right. As far as the post-divorce. Now, I don't think he should have ever married this woman in the first place. But when it comes to a divorce and handling things, not only publicly, but legally, Jeezy has done everything right. Because most of these guys get divorces. They're just so sloppy and all over the place. And these women are running circles around them. But Jeezy has all his ducks in a row. That's why he immediately responded and said, you know what? I never cheat on this woman. This woman, he didn't say she's a liar, but basically she's a liar. Because he's like, I didn't cheat on you. What are you talking about? But that was her way of trying to regain, the public, opinion of her in the right place. But again, I don't think Jeezy should have married this woman ever. So let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts. Like this video and share. Follow me on Facebook, X, Instagram, Patreon. I'll see y'all next one.